Hello and welcome. I'm Geraldine Wilkins, the Living Water Quilter, and I want to share with you some of the tools that I use for my home office, home tech, and some of them I use for live streaming too. So this is kind of a double header, if you will. So you can use many of these things for your home office and also for live streaming. They kind of overlap. And the first thing is a computer. We need a good computer for our workload, for our live streaming load, and I have chosen the Mac M1 Mini. I'm going to highlight that in the carousel over here on Amazon. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. I want to share with you the tools that I love and the things that help me get my work done in my home office and for live streaming. So let's take a look at that Mac M1 Mini. Which one did I get? I got the 16 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. And I'm using all of the connections on the back. I will go through each one by one. And as it loops, I'll be able to share with you each one of these and how I connect it to the different things. So the first one is a power button. The next is my Ethernet cord for my internet. The next two are connections for peripheral devices, devices that help me connect to other devices to it. Monitor, and then microphone. So I have two monitors connected to this Mac M1 Mini. So I'll go over it again. The first one is the power. Next is the Ethernet. The next two are connections to two devices that help me connect additional devices. Then the next one is my HDMI to my monitor, and then another HDMI to a second monitor, and my USB connected microphone. So I'm using the Mac One M1 Mini right now, today, in this live stream. I love this computer. I love it because it is powerful. It's able to withstand and do what it needs to do for me to go live. I'm able to go live seamlessly, no problems. Of course, I have good internet speed, upload speed. That's also important. But you need a robust computer so that you can get your home office work done, as well as if you're a live streamer, you need a good computer for live streaming. And so you're probably wondering, well, in addition to the Mac M1 Mini, you also need keyboard, you need a monitor, and you need a mouse or a tracking pad. And all of that here on Amazon is right here in the carousel, the items that I am using today to live stream. I also use it for my daily tasks for my home office. So the next is my ViewSonic monitor. And in order for me to show you that, I want to show you with my webcam. So I'm going to change cameras and go to my webcam so you can see this ViewSonic monitor. So here we go. So there is the monitor. It is a 27-inch monitor, and I opted for a 27-inch because I wanted one large monitor so I can read all of these from where I'm sitting. I don't have to squint, and it's right next to my teleprompter. So that is my ViewSonic monitor, and it's a monitor that can also go vertical. It has a center column that allows you to adjust the height of the monitor as well as turn it vertical if you so desire. So that's my ViewSonic monitor. It's 4K, and I love having a good quality monitor that's large enough for me to do multiple things at one time. All right, so you saw my monitor. What about my keyboard and my mouse? Well, I decided not to use a mouse. I'm primarily a laptop user when I'm not in my home office. Well, actually, I use my laptop too when I'm home. I think like many of us do. I prefer to use a tracking pad. So I put in the carousel here on Amazon both the tracking pad that I use, and a mouse if you are a mouse user. But let's look at my keyboard. And I'm going to do that with my Logitech camera so you can see that. So here's my keyboard. I've opted for the Apple Magic keyboard. Now I have it connected via USB to the computer. I always want things to be fully charged. I don't want to work or do a live stream on batteries. And I opted for a numeric keypad to the right. I prefer having that in as opposed to using the numbers at the top when I need to do some calculations. So I love that. And the next thing is the tracking pad. So there's my tracking pad. I love the Magic tracking pad. Again, I'm a laptop user, and it's connected, of course, by USB. And it is possible to use both the keyboard and the tracking pad via Bluetooth. So you do have that option. They do not always have to be connected, tethered to the computer. So you do have that option. So that's what I've chosen. Now you may prefer, go back here, you may prefer a mouse. And so I put one in the carousel here on Amazon. Let me know if that is your preference. I'm going to switch over here on my monitor just to see what's happening over there on Amazon. All right, so I highlighted the mouse. You see the Apple Magic Mouse, just in case you don't see it. And if you were paying attention, you probably saw my small laptop, and that's what I was just using. I use a small laptop underneath my teleprompter to monitor the live stream. And I use a simple MacBook Air. It's not complicated. You don't need anything sophisticated. I'm a Mac user, and I'm going to highlight that one in the carousel. It doesn't have to be the latest and the greatest, and I'll show you again what that looks like with my webcam. Now, for your home office, sometimes you have to have these Zoom calls, right? And so I use a teleprompter when I'm doing business meetings, and I also use the laptop underneath the monitor when I'm live streaming for situations like this. So let's take a look at that. So there it is. There is my MacBook Air, the 2017, and above that is my teleprompter. But it's certainly just right out of the way. It's right where I need to, because this is the space I use for my overhead camera. But this is the MacBook Air that I use to monitor the stream. And I like having exactly what I need. I prefer to have a large monitor like this ViewSonic that I shared earlier. I'll highlight that in the carousel again if you're just joining me. Some will opt to have two monitors like this, 227 inches on either side of the teleprompter. So they might put one right here, another monitor right here, and one on either side. But I opted to have this down here. So I will use this small MacBook Air with this monitor. I will use them together if I'm doing a presentation. So I like to have tools. I'll highlight the Apple MacBook Air again. I like to have an option to use my devices in multiple ways. So I'm using it to monitor the live stream, right? But I also use it for my daily business and office work. And then I will use it for video call presentations. I might have my PowerPoint presentation here, or something that I want to show on a browser that I don't want to take up space on this larger monitor. So what I will do is I will connect this MacBook Air to this computer, and all I need is a connection between the two with my network, and I connect them. and then I can do a screenshot. I can do a screenshot, and I can easily share this MacBook when I'm using this computer for my video call. So I love having that option. I hope that makes sense to you. If you have a question about that use case, how I use this for video calls, for presentations, or for sharing a web browser, it just makes it easier to have a separate, smaller laptop that I can then, through my network, call up onto this computer, my Mac M1 Mini. Remember, that's a powerhouse computer, good RAM. It's easy for me to call up this smaller laptop and bring it to this computer, to the Mac M1 Mini. And I can operate this computer via my Mac M1 Mini and display it on my ViewSonic monitor. So if you're just joining me, the ViewSonic monitor, I'll highlight that in the carousel. It's a 27-inch, it's 4K, and it's ideal for that use case. So again, I like to have as few electronics as possible, but also each be used for multiple situations. All right, so I hope that made sense how I'm using this laptop. So let's move on and go along the carousel. I've been talking to you about and using and live streaming with my webcam. This is another one that I get a lot of use out of. I use this in so many different ways, and it's fantastic. It's a ViewSonic webcam. I've had it for a number of years. It's 1080p. Let's take a closer look at it. So there it is. It's USB plug and play. I love that option. I like using it on a laptop or a desktop where I can control where the camera is, how close it is, how far. It's 1080p, like I said. It comes with software so that you can control the contrast and the color. It has omnidirectional microphones if you choose to use that. And in the back, there's a screw mount. So you can use it on a tabletop tripod, which I love. I use it on a tabletop tripod all the time. So I'm not locked into one position when I'm using it as a webcam. But often I will use it for video demonstrations or live like I've been doing now to show you different things in my studio, in my home live streaming studio. So it's a fantastic webcam. I use it for multiple things. Okay, so I mentioned that I will put this webcam onto a stand, on a tabletop tripod. And let me show you the one that I use it on. I love this one. It's right here in the carousel here on Amazon. I will show you that. Just highlighted in the carousel. It's this one right here with flat legs. I prefer to have flat legs. Let's take a look at what that looks like. I have a video I can walk you through. Here we go. So there it is. It comes with a cell phone holder, so you can use it for a cell phone or you can use it with a webcam. I use it for both. Easy to put together, not hard at all. I love it because I use it over and over again. I love that the center column is telescoping. It has multiple points to change the angle of the camera. I love that swivel top. It's fantastic. I use it all the time. I use it every week. I use it for video calls with the cell phone holder. When I have a standing video call every Friday at noon, and I put it on this stand with the included cell phone holder. So I love having something that I can use for multiple things. I also use it when I'm doing a demonstration, when I'm teaching in person. I will put my webcam on and it will be my camera for a live demonstration. I also use it for live streaming like you've been seeing me do now. When I'm showing different things in my studio, I just switch to that camera and I can show you what's in my studio or what I'm doing. There it is with the cell phone attachment. Use it to watch videos. Use it to record your social media videos. I love having the ability to move this tabletop tripod in small spaces because it doesn't have those vertical legs. It's easy to place on a table. You can have a book open. You can use it in small confined spaces. It's easy to use and handy. And it's lightweight. It's easy to change the angle of the camera that you're using. I can't say enough about this. It's just such a simple tool, but so effective. I like tools to be not only simple, but effective. And this is one of those tools. Love it, love it, love it. I use it all the time for multiple things. So I hope you can see that this tabletop tripod it's not only useful, but it's a good investment if you're making video content on a regular basis. You can take this wherever you go. It's lightweight, easy to assemble, easy to take apart and close up, and then put in your go bag. Can't be simple enough, right? So that is how this is put together and the multiple ways in which you can use it. I love this tabletop tripod with the flat legs. All right, so what is next in the carousel that's good for your home office or live streaming? The next thing are ties. And I mean, it sounds like a simple thing, but it is, and it's helpful for many things. Let me go to my overhead camera. So here is what the tie looks like. It's a cable tie that you can use around cables, right? We want to manage our cables underneath our office computer desk, and these hook and eye cables are ideal for cable management and also for managing those cords and cables that are underneath your computer desk. I like to use it also for cables that I need to store, and I like that you can attach it so it doesn't get lost. I'll open one so that you can see why it's valuable, at least why I think it is. It's just a simple thing, but it makes life easier. If I can get this off, it's because the Velcro is sticking the hook and eye system. All right. All right, here we go. That hook and eye really sticks. Okay, so here is that opening. Here's the opening that you will use to bring in this narrow end. See that narrow end right there? And that is what allows you to wrap it around the end of any cord so that you don't lose it or misplace it. It's there when you're ready to use it. So you just bring that around, and now you're ready to wrap any cord, or if you're going to use this, you would just wrap this around because it's hook and eye, it's going to stick to itself. You use this as intended, and then when you're ready to store, you just open this up and you can then wrap it to store your cord. Easy, not complicated, right? All right, so here we go. So that was that one. The next is a portable monitor. I love this portable monitor, and it's another one of those, I say, must-haves. It doesn't matter whether you're a college student, a high school student, a teacher, a live streamer, a content creator. This portable monitor, you are going to love this portable monitor. It comes with this cover. It's right here, and I'm going to show you in a video, and we'll talk about why I like this. So the cover is also a stand, so that's a good thing. You can use the cover to stand up your portable monitor, and it has two slots for two different angles. I like that option. It's lightweight and easy to use. Two slots and your portable monitor is standing. That magnetic strip helps the monitor to stay attached to the cover when it's being used as a stand. When you open the back, pull off that, you will see how you can connect your portable monitor power into your computer. There are headsets, power buttons, volume control. There's the HDMI and USB-C connections. It's easy. It's plug and play, Mac or PC. I'm using it with my Mac, and again, I'm using it for multiple purposes. I use it to connect to my laptop, and that's ideal if you're a traveling educator like I am, or if you have to be in a hotel but you need extra space. If you're a student in your dorm and you don't want a big monitor, you can use this, connect it to your laptop, and now you have a bigger space to run your software programs, and then have a browser open on your laptop. I love this option. You can connect it to a computer, desktop, or to a laptop. When I attach it to my laptop, I'm using it for demonstration purposes. And when I'm using it with my computer here in my home office, I use it for live streaming. I use it as a confidence monitor when I'm checking the live stream. It's a fantastic, easy, but multiple use portable monitor. It's lightweight and slender. It's easy to travel with. So I love this monitor. I highly recommend it if you want extra space without having to have a permanent big monitor. Sometimes we don't have enough space for a big monitor to put on a table on a stand. This is temporary. You use it when you need it, put it away when you don't. Use it when you travel, use it as a student, use it multiple ways, and I do just that. I use it in multiple ways. I just want to check my live stream here. All right, still doing okay. Wonderful. All right, so let's go back to host view here. All right, there we go. So that is the KYY monitor. Slender, easy to travel with. I love this portable monitor. All right. The next thing is a USB hub. We need a USB hub. All right. Making a little bit of noise right there. Let me reattach this. All right. Here we go. This is a USB hub. We have so many devices that need connections. And I think it's important that you know that you can connect more than the two USB connections on your laptop, right? They never have enough on the laptop. So you need something like this. These are individual power buttons. This end you would connect to your computer via USB. And then this is your power connection. And the power connection, you just plug that in, then plug this into your computer. And then you would take this and plug it in. And then as you plug in each USB connection, you just press this button right next to that, and it turns the power on to transmit the data from your device to your computer, but it also powers. And there's one end that is charging only, no data transmitting. So if you wanted to charge your cell phone, but you didn't need to connect it to your computer, you would put it right here. So individually powered USB connections. And it's small enough to travel with. This could fit in a go bag easily. So I like having the option of using this in my home office or when I'm traveling. And it's ideal for college students in the dorm or when they need to work in the library for long hours, but they need extra USB connections. Just bring it in your backpack, and you're ready to go. All right, so what is next in our carousel is a label maker. It's a laser writer, actually. It's right here. It's this Dymo laser writer. No ink required. I love no ink because it's thermal. Let's take a look at what that looks like. We'll do a little unboxing. All right, this is it. This is the label writer. It is fantastic. I use it for multiple things. You can use it for labels for name tags, for folders, for containers, in your office, in the kitchen, many at-home uses, but also many for school projects and other uses as well. So you get everything you need. It even comes with a roll of labels to get you started. This is where you're going to plug it in. You need to connect the power source, and then you need to connect for your computer. And that is also a USB connection. And you plug that in to the label writer, and then you plug in your power connection. And once that's all connected, you're going to connect it, of course, to your computer, laptop, or desktop. I'm using it. There's the included labels, and on the inside, you have instructions on how to load the labels. It's really easy. It's not hard. I connected to my MacBook Air. It comes with software that you can input your whole address book, so you can create address labels. You can print little pieces of art on it, emojis, hearts, flowers, any kind of little symbols that is included in the software you can print on your labels. It has a button to feed and to reverse if for some reason you don't load it correctly, like I did here because I didn't follow the instructions. Don't do like me, follow the instructions. And then I just love that you can import your whole address book and print out labels. You can print, if you are a product manufacturer or business, you can print UPC labels. Print anything you want because you can get different size labels. I love this. All right, so that's the laser writer. No ink required. I love that. And the software is included to help you get the type of label you need. And remember, you can get small labels and narrow labels, different types of labels. So it covers everything from kitchen labels to craft labels to office labels, you name it, to product labels. Anything that you want to label, you can do it with this laser writer. Okay, so next in the carousel is digital storage. When was the last time you had to shuffle your digital content from one place to the next because you were running out of storage on your laptop or your desktop? Do you have external storage? I had to get more storage, and I will probably need to get more because every time I go live, the session is recorded. But I end up getting this Western Digital Element. It's Mac and PC. It's formatted for PC, but you can easily format it for Mac. You see there, it's right on top of my Mac M1 Mini, and I was able to format it easy. It's not hard to connect to your computer. There's only three things in the back. There's your power connection, there's your connection to your computer, and then there's a button to turn it on. Just that easy. You turn the button on, it automatically recognizes that something is connected, and if you connect it to a Mac, it's going to say format. And so once you format it, you are good to go. It's just that simple. I opted for 12 terabytes. I initially got a 4 terabyte. It's that white one there behind my photo. And I didn't think I would ever fill that up. But guess what? In these days of content creation, videos, live streaming, it gets filled up quickly. And so I end up getting this 12 terabyte, and I know I'm going to need more soon. So my next level of storage redundancy, because I'm doing redundant storage. I have cloud-based storage and I have external storage. So this is just one of many. but I know I'm going to need additional storage. So my next grade is to get a NAS system. I hope to get a NAS system, which is a multi-bay redundant storage system, if you don't know what that is. Okay, so I know we all have digital content, whether it's family photos, office documents, work documents, all kinds of digital content needs to be stored, and it needs to be stored in multiple places. You need redundant storage in case one fails. Protect your content. All right, so next in the carousel is my workforce printer, and I've put several options in the workforce line by Epson. I have the wide format, the 7710, and I love it. It's a workhorse. It's called workforce, but it works. So let's take a look. So here it is. This is in my office in the other room, and it has a flat bed for scanning. It's scanning, copying, printing. It does everything. Wide format. It's network connected. So it's connected to all my devices. I can put 250 sheets of paper in this, and once I load it and close the drawer, the printer will say, what kind of paper did you load? So it wants to know, was it hard stock, glossy, matte finish? You can tell it what paper it needs. Then you have a nice big tray. All the settings are done via touch screen, which I love that. And of course, it includes software that you can put on Mac or PC. And right now, this one is connected in my computer, in my office to a PC. But I also have it connected via network to my Macs, my Mac laptops, as well as my Mac Mini desktop. And so you just go through the menu, and you put in all your preferences, whether it's how much ink you want to use, whether you want to print color or black and white. You do your maintenance, you do your network connections through there as well. It's easy and simple to use. Now, you may not need a wide format. So here on Amazon, I have put in the carousel several workforce options if you don't need wide format. For this wide format, it can go up to 19 inches. Yes, 19 inches. You heard right. And borderless. Borderless printing. So this is a office, home business office printer. If you need something that's going to print a lot, and I need to do that for my classes, here I'm using my Mac, MacBook Air, that small MacBook Air that's in the carousel, to print via my network a flyer for my class. And the color is fantastic. I love this printer. I can also print all my class materials, all my contracts, everything I need. Look at that color. It's fantastic. I love this printer. When I'm teaching, I might teach a class of 20 to 25 students, and maybe each student gets a printout from me with 11 sheets. And I will print that in a day, and this printer can do it, no problem. I love it. I also use it to print my patterns that I sell. This is I would say a professional grade printer. It's made to work and do the things that you need for your home business. And that's what I'm using it for. But if you don't have a home business, you don't need wide format, check out the other ones in the bottom in the carousel. So I love this printer. It has been a good printer for me. It was a good investment. I don't look at it as an expense. I look at this printer as an investment because it saves me time. I know that when I get ready to print, it's going to print. I don't have paper jams. Everything works. When things stop working, that is time. and then you're looking for a solution, so you're spending hours to try and get something printed. I don't want to deal with that. I want something that's going to work when I need it. And I can print from my phone. I can print from my laptop, my desktop, PC, and Mac. I love it. You can choose when you scan with their software. You can scan it in black and white. You can scan it in color. You can scan it in multiple pages so that you can make a continuous PDF document. You can scan the same thing as an image if you need it to be an image. It does everything. So I love it. Okay, what is next? The cart. This is fantastic for the home office and just for general purpose use around the home. It's a cart. It's a cart that you can use to easily move things around the house, around the garage, to put things into the car if you're traveling. And so I want to show you the cart. Here it is. So that's me unloading. It's a collapsible cart that holds up to 300 pounds. The wheels are not inflated. They are rubber. So the weight of whatever you put on it up to 300 pounds will not cause the wheels to collapse. When I do remote teaching, I need a cart to bring in my teaching supplies, and this is what it could look like. Before, I used to carry those in one by one or ask someone to help. Now I can just wheel it right into the location. This is what the cart looks like. There's a handle, quick release handle on the back. Once it's locked into place, it will not open on its own. It folds nice and flat, fits easily in the trunk or the rear compartment of my car or behind any of the passenger seats. Easy to close, easy to open. Hey, Rachel, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Yes, this is a great cart. I love this cart. I rely on this cart. Now they have several. This is the one that's rated for 300, but they have some rated for 500 pounds. So depending upon your use, you might need one that can hold up to 500 pounds. But I like that I can personally use it. I can pick it up. I can easily fold it and collapse it. It's not hard to use. And it's well made. I like that it's well made. So how you been? It's been a while. I haven't seen you live lately. I guess I have to look at your schedule to see the next time you're going live. Are you keeping busy? I hope so. Summer is almost done. I can't believe it. Wow. Let me check I'm testing a new live streaming feature. So I'm live on another location. I want to make sure that it's also working, and it is. Yay. Awesome. Yeah, busy, busy. You're right. The summer has just flown by. I can't believe it's mid-August. Staying busy, trying to live stream at least twice a week, and always trying to improve and work on different aspects of the live stream. So it's good to see you. We have to stay connected. Are you going to an event called People of Video? Have you heard of it? People of Video? It's going to be next month. I hope you can go. It's in Albany, New York. Yeah, not far from you. So maybe you can come along. I think some of the people that were in Orlando are going to be there. And so I just thought I'd mention it. All right, so next in the carousel, that's a must-have for home, is tape, packing tape. We always need tape for some reason or another. Let's take a look at this quick video on this tape dispenser. Let's see if I can find it. Where did it go? Here we go. Scotch tape dispenser for heavy-duty packing tape. It includes a mechanism to cut the tape as you tape boxes. boxes for shipping and mailing. The handle has a foam grip and there's a tape guide in the front. Use the center knob to adjust the tension so the tape stays on securely. Load the tape and tighten or loosen as needed. Then open the guide, bring the tape through, and release the guide. Once the tape reaches the top, when you put pressure on that rear handle, the blades release and will cut the tape as you tape boxes. The tape dispenser is mostly metal with some plastic parts. The blades are metal for repeated use. Scotch tape dispenser for heavy-duty packing tape. It includes a mechanism to cut the tape as you tape boxes for shipping and mailing. The handle has a foam grip and there's a tape guide in the front. Use the center knob to adjust the tension so the tape stays on securely. Load the tape and tighten or loosen as needed. Then open the guide, bring the tape through, and release the guide. Once the tape reaches the top, when you put pressure on that rear handle, the blades release and will cut the tape as you tape boxes. The tape dispenser is mostly metal with some plastic parts. The blades are metal for repeated use. Yeah, so there you have it. It's one of those staples that you have in your home office, this classroom, anywhere. We always need tape. Another thing that we always need is some kind of screwdriver, Phillips head. I like this 10-in-1. It's an all-in-one 10-in-1 multi-use screwdriver Phillips head. Let's take a look at this because this is fantastic. Let me go to my overhead camera. I love this 10-in-1. It has all these connections that you can use, and it's fantastic for home office, for the school classroom. It's just handy to have. We always need something like this, just handy. Sometimes you don't want a whole toolbox. Sometimes you just need something like this that can be used for multiple things without needing a complete toolbox. It's the 10-in-1. Let's take a look at this. I have a little tape for you. The Klein multi-bit screwdriver, nut driver, 10-in-1 multi-tool. It has bits, Phillips head, slotted, square, and torque bits. When you take out one section, you'll see the two slotted sizes, a 1/4 inch and 3/16 slotted, and then on the other side of the bit are two Phillip heads, number 1 and number 2. Insert them on either end. You pull out the main section, and then you'll see two torque sizes, 10 and 15, and a number 1 and number 2 square recess bits. Use the size that you need for your particular task. Then the large shaft is a nut driver, and so you have various size nut drivers on this tool as well. The 10-in-1 multi-tool includes 5/16 inch and 1/4 inch nut drivers, features a number 1 and number 2 Phillips head, a 1/4 inch and 3/16 slotted, a T10, T15 torque, and a number 1 and number 2 square recess bits. The 10-in-1 tool has a soft grip handle for greater comfort and ease of use. There you go. Multiple uses for this screwdriver. This sits by my sewing machine, but I use it all around the house. That's right. It's fantastic. It just does exactly what I need when I don't need a full toolbox. This 10 in 1. All right, what is next? The next thing we're going to look at is, when's the last time you cleaned off your computer? When's the last time you cleaned off the dust? This is interesting. It is called the electronics duster. Electronic duster. You get this to put in this end so that you can pinpoint the burst of air to clean out the little dust bunnies in those tight areas. Those areas that you can't use a cloth with to get into those narrow areas. It's good to clean out your keyboard and other things of dust and debris. And you see here it tells you exactly what it will be used on: laptop, monitor, anything. And then, of course, always read the instructions. Always read the instructions. Always read the instructions. Always read the instructions. Dust off. So many purposes. Use it not only for your electronics, you can use it for cleaning dust in those tight areas, even in your car, right? So, just one of those essential office things that you might want to get. All right. I did skip over one, and that is a Sentry safe. The Sentry safe, I have 3 of them. 3 Sentry safes. One is for business, one is for personal documents, and one is for family documents. Things like passports, social security cards, important documents, business taxes, all kinds of things that you want to protect from fire and water, flood. It's fire rated and flood rated. So let's take a look at that. If you haven't considered getting a safe, you might want to think about it. The Sentry safe is great for protecting documents against fire and water. The area is big enough to hang a file folder, 8.5 by 11, and it has a gasket all the way around that seals it when it's closed and locked to protect it up to 1550 degrees and up to 72 hours when submerged underwater. Mine, as you can see, is stuffed with tons of important papers. There's the locking mechanism, and you can see there how it would lock into that flat cover. The walls are pretty thick, and the safe is heavy. I've had Sentry safes for many years, and this is my 3rd Sentry safe. One for myself, one for my mother, and one for business. So I have 3 of these safes. Sentry safe. Think about it. It's one of those things that you wish you had in an emergency, but you don't want to wait till then. You want to get those important documents into a safe location. And when you do that, if you ever have to evacuate your home for some reason, all your papers are in one place, ready to go. You're not running around trying to figure out where's this, where's that. It's all in one place. So, Sentry safe. The next item is this guy. It's tiny, but useful. It is an OT light. It's a clip light, a flip light. It has this clip in the back. Mine is white. The one in the carousel on Amazon is black, but you can get it in either color, white or black. And when you flip it open, the light turns on. Yep, we close it, the light goes off. And it's run by batteries in the back. So all you have to do is pull this towards you, and then this will flip open, and there are the batteries. I will take out one so that you can see what the lights look like. It won't turn on now since I took out one battery, but you have 3, 6, 9, 12 lights. And when you close it, the light turns off. When you flip it open, the light turns on. Again, you just pull this towards you, put the battery in, and you are good to go. Use the clip on your waist, on a belt, on your purse, on your bag, your backpack. And this is fantastic. I love it because I can put it down and also use it as a temporary light source. I'm working under a table. I'm putting those cables around those cables underneath those cable straps around those cables under my computer desk. And I need a little extra light. Whenever I need a little extra light in a tight space, I use this. It's like a little mini flashlight without having that long handle. So I'll use this in my craft room. So many places you can use this. It's so convenient. I like to bring this when I travel. Nice to have a little extra light if you need it for some reason. And it's portable. It's small. And only 3 batteries. That's it. 3 AAA batteries. All right. That's the Art Clip Light. All right. What else is in the carousel that we can look at? Hey, a folding table. Right now, I'm using a folding table because my streaming location is in my sewing and crafting studio. And I'm using the folding table because it's a temporary solution to a permanent situation. So there might be a time when I need to remove this table. So instead of getting a permanent table because it's a tight space, I'm using a folding table that I can remove when I need extra space, when I'm not streaming, but I'm sewing and quilting. But this table, again, foldable, portable, 4-foot, easy to take anywhere. It's multi-purpose. Use it when you need it. Sometimes we don't need that big 6-foot table, but we need something with a little bit more space. Let me go to my webcam so that you can see how I'm using it tonight. I will open this up and let you see. So here is the table where it creases and folds. Right now, my laptop is on here. I have the portable monitor that I showed earlier. Here's my keyboard. So you can see the keyboard and tracking pad are on one half of the table. I have my Stream Deck, and the monitor and the teleprompter are not on the table. So it's easy for me to remove this, and the keyboard and remove the table. It's an easy fix. I love having this smaller portable table. Okay, and then there are the legs. Easy. It's right here. Easy to use. Portable table. A quick and simple solution for a temporary situation. And so for your home office, if I use this table also when it's tax time and I need to spread out my papers, but I don't want a big 6-foot table. I use a 4-foot table and put it up, spread out my papers. If I need to organize something in my office and I need extra table space, this is the temporary solution for that. It's not often that you have to spread stuff out, but when you do, and you need something bigger, but not as big as a 6-foot table and easy to manage, a 4-foot table is perfect. All right. It's also good if you're going to have a garage sale. You know, just put it out in the garage, in the driveway, put stuff out on the table, fold it back up. Easy peasy. Picnic, multiple uses. You know me. If you've been to my live streams before, I love to share tools and products that I can use, you can use in multiple ways so that you get the biggest bang out of your buck as possible. So this 4-foot table is one. Okay, the next thing in the carousel is a portable file cabinet, which I have right here. This portable file cabinet is fantastic. I love it. Why? I use it for multiple reasons. I'm going to stand up so you can see this a little bit better. So right here, you have this separate compartment just at the top before you even open it. You can put scissors and pencils and pens and other things in this area, right? One long area here and 2 smaller compartments. Once that's closed, it clicks close right here. Then you use this to get into the main compartment. You pull up and then you pull it up again. Now you have the file folder section. This is the file folder section. But you don't always have to use it for hanging file folders. You can use it for anything. I use it to store some of my craft items underneath my table. So I don't put folders in there. I put other items in here because I need it to be portable. So again, I like to use something that's going to serve multiple purposes. And then when I need to get access to that, I just take it from underneath the table, I open it up, and I get to my crafting supplies. But it is made to use with hanging files. So fantastic for a craft room and also for your home office. And if there are documents that you need to take with you to a meeting, this is a portable file system. It has this right here so that you can put your fingers in there to hold it on both sides so that you can easily carry it this way if it's heavy, or you use this handle. I like this. Easy peasy, nothing hard about it. Convenient, convenient. All right, another thing that you might want to use is a voice amplifier. Not necessarily for your home, but if you need to give a presentation, but you don't need a microphone, but you need to be able to speak louder. Maybe you have a mask on, or maybe the people are hard of hearing, or who knows? Maybe you just need to help your voice be heard in a place and you don't have access to a microphone. Try this voice amplifier. I love it. It's fantastic. I use it when I teach. Let me get a little video for you so you can see what it's like. Here we go. It is a voice amplifier. So with a mask, while we were teaching, we had to wear a mask. So I needed this amplifier, and it held out for 6 hours. So this amplifier was fantastic. It was perfect. And again, this is tech for teachers. It's tech that gets you the results, but it's low tech in terms of its use. It's simple to use. I love it because all you have to do, one, I have it charging. Doesn't use batteries. You charge it up. Doesn't take long to charge. Once it's charged, you get a light up here that's steady. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but it's very, very tiny. There's a light right there. You put in the included headset. It comes with this headset. See if I can get this all out. Here we go. I'll move the box. So it includes this headset with the microphone, and it has the strap so that you can put it around your shoulder. So I like the strap. I just put the strap around my shoulder, or you can use the clip in the back. There's a clip right here where you can clip it to your waist if you don't want to use the strap. And when you're ready and it's powered, you just unplug it and you just connect the mic. Plug it in. You put the headset on. Let me do a wide shot. Am I wide? Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. And there's the power right there. You just turn on the power wheel from off to on, and you're good to go. And you start using the headset. Now, you can get a little bit of feedback on it, so you have to just make sure that you don't turn it up too loud, and it worked perfectly. The students were so happy that I had this, because trying to teach to 20 people in a large room where we're all separated, I initially tried to work without this, thought that I could do it. No, I had to use it, because after about an hour, my voice started to get hoarse from yelling, and that I wasn't going to last. That was the first day, and I had 2 more days to teach. So I'm so glad that I invested in this amplifier. So if you're teaching, and whether it's COVID or not, and you don't have a microphone that's wireless, use this amplifier. It's wired, but it's all connected to you. You don't have to drag a wire around with you. Okay? It's not very big. Small, small, small. And the headset is not hard to put on. It's very easy. All right, so fantastic investment. Get that if you do in-person presentations and you want to save your voice. So isn't that awesome? A simple device, but so effective. I use it all the time now when I teach. And one thing I love about it is that because it's on my shoulder, I use the strap. I can, when a student raises their hand and they're in the process of working, and I'm walking around the classroom when I go to answer that question, and they ask the question, and I think it's something that everyone can benefit from, I make sure the voice amplifier is on, and then I respond to the question. If it's something that's just specific to that student, I turn it off, and then I can just respond to that individual student. So it works fantastic if you're moving around the classroom, and no matter where you are, you can automatically amplify your voice in the room to all of the students. So love that. Okay, another thing you might want to have for your home office, this home tech, is a projector. And it's right here. It's this ViewSonic projector. I use this for mostly in-person events, but you could use it for your home office. And if you are an artist like I am, sometimes you need to project an image onto a large piece of paper or a large piece of fabric, or if you're doing a mural and you want to outline that mural, you will use a projector. Many artists do. They will project from the computer onto that wall, onto that fabric, whatever medium it is, and then they will trace that outline. So it will help them get started on that project. There's so many uses for a projector. You just have to think about what use case would it be beneficial for you, for your home office, for school, for your artistic endeavors. Let's take a look at the features of this projector, this ViewSonic. It's, of course, your power cord, and you get a remote with it with batteries. The ViewSonic. They're the controls. Not hard to do. This is the how you turn it on. You have your menu, the different angles in which you can tilt the right position, your volume controls, color mode, and then on this side you have your zoom feature inside here, focusing. There is the lens, and then it's HDMI, that in and out for audio. HDMI, you can connect two computers, you can do a monitor out, mini USB, and video. And then you can even lock it if you need to. Right here is a way to change the height, and it's not very large. It's lightweight, easy to use. I love it. It connects directly in my laptop to be able to do overhead demonstrations and project it either to a wall, which I often do because a lot of these places don't have HDMI connected monitors that are large enough for a big group. And it helps me level up my presentation. I can't have 20 people standing around a sewing machine, so I need to be able to project it so they can see the details. You can use technology to enhance your presentation. This ViewSonic. So there is the ViewSonic projector. I use it for my in-person presentations. Now, you need to have a good connection, a good HDMI connection, and I use this Blue Rigger HDMI cord. I love this cord. Let's take a look with the overhead camera. Here are the two HDMI connections. It's a long cord. You don't want anything too short, especially if you're using it for remote productions. And look at this braided casing. The inner important connection wires are protected by this braided heavy-duty outer protection. Do you notice there are no kinks? That's right, no kinks. This is a heavy-duty cord, and I love it. It does exactly what I need. You don't want to skimp. You want to get something that's going to transmit your data without a problem seamlessly. And make sure you always take one with you, even if your host organization says or your school says, oh, you don't need one. We have it. It's always good to have a backup, right? Okay. So that is it. If you're just joining me, welcome. I'm Geraldine Wilkins, and I love to share tech for home, for school, and for your office. So we talked about a lot of tech today. I've been here for an hour, and I'm just going to go right back to the very beginning because I am live streaming with a Mac M1 Mini, and I want to share that with you if you've just joined me, that I am so glad I invested in the Mac M1 Mini for live streaming. I had to connect it with a monitor, keyboard, and a tracking pad, which you see below in the carousel here on Amazon. But it's a powerhouse. It allows me to live stream seamlessly with my streaming software and a good upload internet speed. And I am streaming to multiple locations at this moment, and the computer is recording this live session. It's doing all of that without a problem. Mac M1 Mini. Fantastic investment. I'm glad I did it. So if you're looking to live stream, consider the Mac M1 Mini. Just my recommendation. So if you don't have any questions, I'm going to sign off. Let me know before I sign off. I'm going to look one more time. If you have a question, if you've been following and watching, don't forget to hit the follow button so you know when I go live. Actually, I'm going to go live in a couple of days, Saturday, with a studio tour. That's the plan. You're going to be able to see everything I use to live stream. I've only shared a little bit today because most of this was focused on tech for home. But if you want to learn about the tech I use to live stream, Join me at least once a week. I live stream my studio so I can help you live stream too. I give you some tips on how I use old and new technology together to go live. Thanks again. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to sign off. Geraldine Wilkins, the Living Water Quilter. See you next time.